Hello, hello. Here's what we got. We're gonna carve a rattlesnake and some bark. That's the plan. And he might be a little wonky. It's a little tight. Might be a little hard to get this all in there. But we are going to try. That's what I could tell you. Is we're definitely going to try. Okay, so we'll zoom in a little bit. We're not going to be able to zoom in too much, really, but that said, we can zoom in some and go from there. Hey, Raja Bendigo Hana. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the like. And we're going to make a snake, Raja. That's the plan. Looking good. Yeah, hello to you, my friend. Heck yeah. So I got this Dremel extension for Dremel 4300. And I'm going to put this dude to the test a little bit at a time, see how it goes. And I don't know. I'll be trying to figure it out a little bit at a time. So let's see, that's about 2,500 RPM, something like that. We'll start with that and see how it goes. Hey, what's going on, Grumpy? What's going on, Roger? What's going on, Cheech? Well, you know, buddy, glad to see you in there. Heck yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to start on this and see if I can just get in just a little bit further. Well, let's see how it goes. We just got this extension. We got this Dremel 4300 we won off the chutes, and then we bought this extension for it. And actually, I made a video on how to change this or add this to the Dremel 4300. It's super simple. Most of you guys would already know it, but just in case somebody didn't. Well, let's see how it goes. Let's try it out. I got to change the glass. Maybe the safety glasses so I can see. I think I'm going to need to speed it up, but I'm not really sure. Actually, that's pretty nice, just like it is. On that, you guys see it pretty good, not too bad, not too good. Must not be that good, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, I've never made a snake like this before, so I don't know. Actually, I've never made a snake, period. That's it. Hey, if you guys would, hit that like button. Keep right on going, digging this guy out. We're going to have to dig him out pretty deep. We'll leave a little bit for the sun. I get down there, so it's not going to be deep right there. keep working this thing down a little bit at a time. Be sure to hit that like button. The likes are coming slowly. This is something I've never made before, but I've never made a snake anything. That ought to be interesting. Well, you know, let's be honest. Being interesting could just mean being awful. I don't know. We're going to find out. I'll leave that high right there with the rattle. Go ahead and do around with this side. Dig out the other side a little bit at a time. So I'm trying this thing out for the first time, and I do really like it, so this is going pretty good. That said, hit the like button for me. I appreciate you guys being in here. Whatever that RPM is, it's perfect. Not too fast, not too slow. I'm very impatient. I'm extremely impatient, and I'm happy with the speed. And that's the nice thing about the 4300. It's got a power switch, turn it off. You'll have to change your RPM setting. One thing with the foot pedal, I like the foot pedal, don't get me wrong, but it's me, it's like I don't know, my attention deficit disorder. How about that? Makes me hold that pedal down as fast as it'll go. Actually, for the keyboard that I use like that, I got a router switch for it now, and I actually like that better than the foot pedal. Getting a snake coming out of this. Not too bad, not too good. That said, if y'all would, be sure to hit the like for me. And I'll right on cut this dude. interested in the comments is where people are. So if you would, comment where you're at. Hey, Darren Higginson, glad to see you in there. Hey, Heidi Shoot, Billy Shoemate, what's going on? Hi, Antonio. Anyway, guys, be sure to comment where you're at. Flame bird just burns right through it. I mean, like it's nothing. Ridiculous, but I'm not scared of snakes, so I mean I would feel that way. This is up to the rattle. This is kind of circle hard, and I'm going to end up kind of cruising in there anyway, but for now I might as well round it. empathetic when it comes to snakes, you know. And I mean, you know, I get that. Whatever. I don't care about them that much. I mean, if I see one going across the road, I'm not going to try to hit it. Thing we made last week, the final result of that burr holder we were making last week, and this worked out pretty good for what we do. Looks pretty good. Hey, look at that, we got some rubies. I appreciate you guys. Who all we got in here? We got June, we got the Electric Whittler, Matt carves, a real Dremel carver professional, Johnny's Lathe Crafts, awesome with the lathe, also Dan Elegant Woodcraft, Susie Q, Suzanne Rhinestone, you got to check her out, she's an awesome creator. Kevin Dorica, baby kisses, heck yeah, glad to see you guys. Hi Thiago, what's going on, man? Hey, Pilato Creations, hey, and check out his wife's channel too. Jesus, I can't remember, it's her name, Transplant, and I can't remember her name, sorry Pilato, right off the top of my head. That's what happens, I'm done. When you only have so much, brain cells to give, this is kind of how life goes, you know what I mean? But that said, I can't remember her name, man. But her story is really cool. It's Pilato's wife. And it's her name and Transplant. And I cannot believe I can't remember her name. Oh, I feel like a jerk. Oh, well, I don't know. If you guys can figure it out, I hope you subscribe to her. And she's really sweet, and her videos are funny. She makes these shorts about her experiences being in the hospital, and they're actually really funny. Okay, there we go. I think that should be good enough. Hey, what we got here? Susie Q. Yep, Susie Q is pointing out 8 months. She's been on the team, on the Bears Besties, and she says, I'm the bestest. Hey, that's pretty nice. I appreciate that, Susie Q. All right, let's dig this rattle out. Let's get it from there. God, why can't I remember my name? I believe she's had 5 transplants. well if you guys can hear me saying this. But I'm gonna tell you, because this bears something to remember. We're in the state we're in because our original parents, Adam and Eve, they were perfect human beings. And they made the choice to do what was wrong. They made the choice to sin. They were perfect and they still decided to rebel. And in order to teach a lesson, in order for God's sovereignty to be able to be proved, that man would serve him out of love for God, Satan challenged him. It's the same thing with Job's case. He said, skin for skin, a man will do anything to save his life. Job proved that that was not the case at all. That man would serve God, even through the worst of the worst adversity. And that's the opportunity that we have to help God talk back to Satan and reprove the one that is taunting him, saying that man won't do what is right. And it's sad that we have to go through this, but at the same time, there's nothing that can happen to us that he will not undo, especially for the righteous. And those who die, also those who die. The Bible says the wages of sin pays is death. And once you die, your sins have been paid. We'll all reach a judgment after that time. And so, it's something to think about. Our own mortality is pretty important, keeping that in mind, and also knowing that one way or the other, we're either on one side or we're on the other. We're either going to be part of salvation of God, knowing that man and woman will do what's right and be upright in his eyes, or they'll choose to be like the devil and our original parents, Adam and Eve, and rebel. And it's up to each of us. Well, which way to do. And no one should try to tell anyone else. The only thing you can do is those who claim to be Christians, all should be doing this, doing what God's word says. And not judging people who might be living against those things. It's not our place to judge. The judge belongs to only the righteous judge, Jesus Christ. But that said, to help one, to show them love, and to come to make their own decision for themselves while they still can. But it's really important to remember, it's not our place to judge either. Hey, baby kisses, I appreciate that. Heck yeah, awesome member of the channel. Also an awesome carver. Baby Kisses is so underrated. She should have made YouTube videos a long time ago because her stuff is so awesome. The stuff she posts now, we finally got her to post after a while. She started making short videos, and her short videos are just absolutely awesome videos. Hey, LJ Woodworks, another awesome late starter. He makes some awesome stuff. Hey, LJ, glad to see you in there. If you have not checked LJ out, check him out. He makes some priceless bowls and vases, things that, you know, like he said, well, I didn't know what to do with it, so I just gave it to my wife. That's what he said. That's because it's priceless. Some of the stuff he makes is just amazing. And, you know, he makes turn lake stuff that he's glued together in like hundreds of segments. And the stuff is just amazing. He does amazing work. So if you have not subscribed to LJ Woodwork, check him out. You're missing out. Let's see if I can get one more tight. There's the body here. back from him. That's exactly what he did by using the snake. All right. Remember, even the termite and the bed bug have a purpose. Snakes have a purpose, or God wouldn't have made them. I mean, I don't know about the bed bug. Well, yeah. I mean, the bed bug is there to remind you of how awful the bed bug is, right? If you want to buy that, okay. I've never seen one before, but I've had guys ask me to make them, to give them to a guy. He didn't have them, but he knew somebody did, and he was just freaked out by it. And like, you should carve a bed bug and give it to him. And I might do it someday. I don't know. It'll work. Hey, the snake's not blind. How about that? The snake's not blind. That's really important. Nobody wants to see a blind snake. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, the boss lady, she'd like to see all snakes blind, and then wander onto the freeway and get hit by a truck. Yeah, this is sounding right. I think that's what she'd like to see. She'd like to see all of them die. Yeah, I was wrong. I was incorrect. I spoke in error. Okay, let's give this guy some scales. And I think I'm going to try this man paw. Now, I've seen Matt do that, use a man paw and work scales in. And I'm going to try the same thing, or a similar thing. He's made scales on fish that way. If I like that, it's more like little diamonds. We'll zoom into it a little bit. I didn't realize I was that far out. There we go. Okay. cars where you can see it. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, good. Kind of like fish scales. Actually, it's a lot like fish scales. The snake is actually like more diamond. Not like too bad. I knew the boss lady wasn't gonna pop in for this one. I told her I seen a snake one time. She was freaked out about it. This last couple of years. She said, "Which direction it was going?" I didn't know how to answer that. Oh, I don't know, southwest. Oh, she's definitely scared of any snake. I think even worse. I think she's even scared of worms. I don't know. She used to not be, but I think she is now. She used to have a couple turtles. She would go to the, they were, one was a red ear, one was a green ear spider. And she would go to the bait store every couple, 2-3 weeks and buy them 2 dozen worms. She didn't mind that. Every now and then I kind of look at the line and start pushing. I think overall he's looking kind of cool. I mean, just stepping back and looking at him, the texture, seeing how the texture looks, I think he's looking pretty cool. And this thing here is working awesome too. In case you didn't hear the story, what happened was I won a Dremel 4300 kit on Bill and Ike's YouTube channel. Shoot shocks with shocks. It's shocks, it's not shoots. I don't know why it's called. Anyway, they mailed me that, and I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to try attaching one of these flex tab kits to it. And I went ahead and made a video about how to attach it for those that never attached one before. And it's pretty easy. I'm sure there's plenty of videos, including Dremel's own social media, that shows how to do it. But I made one anyway. gonna give it some slits in the eyes and give it a little bit more texture to the brow, like dig down in there. We'll do that with, yeah, give me a second. I'll get a, actually, I think I'll go back to what I already had in for that, this cone, this little cuts-all cone. And you can get these cuts-all burrs, the different 1/8" burrs, you can get them through Rhinestone Suzanne Henderson's cuts-all link. That's how I get all mine. And there's others that got them. Matt Cars, he's got a link with cuts-all. Wowie's Workshop, he's got one. Okay. One more little trick I want to add to him. Not trick, I don't know why I'd call it a trick, but whatever. Let's zoom right in on the eyes there. It's looking pretty cute. Well, I don't know about cute, but it's looking pretty cool. How about that? Not too bad, not too good, somewhere in the middle. Speaking of which, I'm trying to make a shirt that says that. I have had so many problems with fourth wall and trying to do design that I finally have checked into a different distributor for that kind of stuff. And immediately I was able to make what I wanted to make. Is that on there? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna give you mine. So that's the snake. Let's zoom out on the snake. I'm thinking I might make an hour or something next. What have we been on here? About 41 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I think I might crank out a quick hour or something. But anyway, that's the snake. It's the first time I ever made one. That'll be a hanging piece. We might paint him. I don't know. Might paint him. Kind of like that eagle. I can't make up my mind whether I want to paint that eagle or not. But I do have this piece right here, which would make a good piece to make an owl out of. Let's zoom into that, and I'll go back to this. We'll go to the cuts-off flame burner. We'll make an owl without even drawing it out or anything. We'll just make it. Okay, because occasionally I sell a bark owl. All right. Let's make this one around here now. Instead of a, oh, I can't remember what it's called. We'll make it around here. Great orange. We're not going to make a great orange. We're going to make a, I don't know, this sounds common out. take him down this way. It's helping me. Figure out that depth where you're kind of getting away with it, you know. I mean, you're getting down in there enough to where it's not tipping off. It takes a minute. It takes a minute to find it. That's the hot wood bar can put on the car. I was a kid, you know. I still like that stuff. It's hard. I mean, it's hard. It's so hard you ain't let the kids listen to it. I still like it. If that makes any sense, I'm sure it doesn't. Gotta get down there. You start texting, get the face in her eye, gets the brow, a little bit of brow. The way this out would be, these sides go back. It's kind of hard to do that on a flat piece. Just do the best we can, though. That's one piece. Bringing the head out a little bit, kind of lost her shape along the way. Just from having a dig deep. We keep the fine burr to kind of define it better. The biggest thing is only get rid of all this lifting shit. Anyway, they're fun to make. I enjoy them. Hey, we might get the 100 likes. That'd be all right. We'll take it if we can get there. Maybe. I can get that thing loose enough to get it in there. All right. All right. Pretty good thing now. full nib head. We'll do some head design and all that. 87. Only need 13 more. Hey, Millie Maple, what's going on? Glad to see you. Heck yeah. All right. Let's give this guy some feather detail. And y'all be sure to keep hitting that like button. Be nice to get to 100. That's what we're after, 100 likes. How long we been on here? Not quite an hour. Okay. All right, we'll take it. You able to see that all right? Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? really, I don't have, this is the biggest manpaw fiber I got in here. I'd honestly like to see them be bigger than that. But I'd have to go out to the shanty, get the quarter burrs, and then use the other flex shaft for this. I don't care that much. So we're just gonna use the one I got out, and then I think we'll give him some eyelids on top of that. Okay. We give them a little bit on top, they look better. Take that back out. But it's cute little owl, you know. Not too bad, not too good. Oh man, that thing is And I'm really enjoying this 4300. It's quieter than the Vivor and this piece here. Oh, look at all that ice cream. Heck yeah. All right, hey, Mark tries the carve. What's going on, buddy? Hey, Michael S, super fan. Glad to see you guys. All right. I think it's gonna look better if we do. Well, I tell you, I've really enjoyed this thing. Just using it at one speed. It's a 25 setting, whatever that is. It's been just right. I mean, for everything, it's been just right. I could probably slow it down a little bit for these eyes, but I'll tell you what, before I do that, that's set down in, and that's what I wanted. It gives a little bit of the eyelid details kind of hid down in there, and that's what we were shooting for. So I'm happy. 108 likes. Got owl, little nice little extra little owl carving, snake carving here. I'll bring that back on here for review also. Snake, not too bad. It's the first time I ever carved a snake, so I'm happy with it. Hanging piece, you know. You can put it on the side of your barn, scare the heck out of old people. You know, whatever. I mean, whatever your bully lets you do, you know what I mean? And that's the owl. He's just kind of the whatever owl. You know, it's kind of the little owl. So you're sitting in your hunting blind. Next thing you know, you look out on a limb and he's looking in there at you like he knew you were there the whole time. It's that owl, you know, if you know what I'm talking about, you know, if you can relate, you know. All right, let me pull this off here. And then I'm going to make, next Friday, I'm going to make shoot something with this Dremel that I want. I'm just not sure what. And it'll be something in bark. And Heidi, if you want to email me and give me some suggestions, I'll take some suggestions even on that. Oh, things you like. You know, I'm interested. Okay, guys, that's what I got for tonight. We're going to come back tomorrow. What is that? Phased by Moons? Yeah, Chewbacca. No doubt. I am Chewbacca. Okay. Anyway, appreciate you guys being back in here. We're going to be back in tomorrow night, chainsaw carving. Tuesday night, chainsaw carving. Creation Dust 777 on Wednesday, 2 p.m. You can also catch out Perry Lowe Jr., Perry the Carving Wizard, at 5 p.m. or, well, he's like 4:30, 5 p.m. on Monday. So there's some different people to watch in here, and quite a bit of woodworkers in here. Mark tries to carve, he's in here. Heidi shop, their workshop. They make stuff. They lathe turn and make some neat stuff. So a lot of people. Hey, Michael, thanks for that thumbs up. There's a lot of people in here as woodworkers, and that's it. That's what we got for tonight. We'll be back in tomorrow evening, afternoon, probably about 7:30, something like that. We're gonna chainsaw carve some stuff. But that's what I got, guys. I appreciate y'all watching tonight, and we've been on here just about an hour and 10 minutes, so not too bad. Hey, I appreciate that, Mark. Heck yeah, man. All right, guys, I'll catch y'all later. Come back when you can stay later, you schmucks.